while you're extracting, you are facing this problem, right?
Yes.
Right. The problem why you are facing is the path of that file. Maybe it's a huge. Okay. That's the reason you're experienced such kind of problems. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me show you how to resolve that problem. Otherwise, let me show you other way. Deepti, will you like to share your screen?
Sure, but you need to first make me the presenter. I'm not able to share it.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute. Let me make you presenter. Now I'm presenting my screen. I'm going to make you the presenter. Your name. 1 minute. Deepti. Okay. Make presenter. Yeah. Please share your screen now. So, can you take me to the Mulesoft zip file wherever you download it? And you already downloaded, right? So
I've already downloaded.
yeah. So now, yeah, the top one. No, not this one. It is already installed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you cancel this one? Okay. This is the file everyone had downloaded on your machine. What you have to do is you have to take it to your C path. Okay. It should not be the path of the folder should not be the hues. Okay. Can you take this AnyPoint Studio into C drive and extract over there?
This one?
Yeah. Take it to, no, don't extract over here. Take it to your C drive, cut it and paste it over there.
Okay.
Go to your C drive. Yeah, over here and paste over here itself. Yep, continue. Now just double click on it. Again, double click on it. Okay, go back and extract. No, go back and extract. No, cancel this window. Cancel this window. Cancel this window. No, cancel this window. Yeah, extract over here. Extract over here. Yeah, extract all.
Okay.
Yeah, remove that folder. Remove the name. AnyPoint Studio name. Remove that name. Yes. Remove that entire name. Yes.
Okay.
No, keep it only C drive and remove everything.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, until yes, that's fine. All right. Now everyone has to follow this process. If you do not follow this process exactly, if the folder structure is changed, then you may face a lot of problems. Sometimes the unzip won't work. Sometimes it won't run your Mulesoft Studio, and some more times while you're running your program, it may cause a lot of other issues. Okay, now it is clear. Can you try this one? I think who's that? The other person who asked me.
Yeah, this is delete. Yeah, I did that. It worked after moving to C drive.
Yeah. Okay, Diti, let me ask you, did you install the database or did you halt it somewhere?
1 second, I'll just show you.
Did you install? No, don't start it.
No, these are all that I have downloaded. So database, I think I have downloaded. Can I check over here and search?
Yes, could you search for the MySQL Workbench or something like that?
Yeah, I think I've
Yeah, it
almost.
has. Yeah, click on Workbench. Yes.
Actually, my account opening is pending, I think, over here. I'll just show you.
Okay, just click on.
Open?
Yeah, it's already open. Click on the back window. previous window. No, it's already it is opened. Back in your back screen, it is showing. It is already opened.
Oh yeah, sorry, just 1 second.
Not in the download section, already window. Can you check your windows? Yes, perfect. Yeah, in the below. Okay, no, not this one.
Sorry.
Can you take to your all windows?
Yeah, I'll just close it 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Come down, come down, come down, come down, come down, come down. Yeah, this screen. Okay, so the password is very much important, Timur. You should remember the password. If you do not remember this password, then it will be a big problem, because in some reason, if you uninstall the MySQL, in future, if you want to reinstall, okay, it won't allow you without the password. Okay, so most of the people, they will use the same password as root. Okay, root as a password. Why? Because it is, if you Google it, they will say that it is a default password, so that you can remember it. Okay, and that way nobody can hack your system, because this is your local instance. Okay, if everything goes smooth, then click on next. Yeah, next. Execute, click on execute. Yeah. With this, we installed all the softwares. Okay, can you check the extraction is completed or not?
Yeah, 1 second. This is finished, right?
Yes,
just
click on. No, it will come some more windows. Yeah, click on finish now. Yeah, click on next. Again finish. Again, click on next and give the password and verify.
Password like the what I gave it to MySQL, right?
Right. The same password while you're in just before few windows which you given, right? Few windows
Okay.
before.
Okay.
Perfect. Click on next. Execute. Yep, go ahead.
The MySQL is the mandatory?
No, just for the training purpose. Okay. So in the real time, either you may need to interact with the MySQL, Oracle, DB2, whatever the database which you have, you can use it in your local. Otherwise, in the real time, maybe you have to use some databases, right? That's the reason we are using the MySQL, free one and community and easy to install. That's the reason we are using it.
I'll just finish now.
Yeah, click on finish. Okay, it's done now. Close this window and open your MySQL workbench. Already it is open, and click on close. Yeah, close this one. Yeah. No, click on close this, all the browsers. Yeah, entire all the tabs. No, close it. Yeah, close it. We don't need. Close it. Okay, now.
My extraction, right? 1 second.
Yeah, please. Now, go to C drive. Go to the C drive. Yeah. Any Pointer Studio will be at the top. You can see at the top, right? Double click on it. So some situations you may face some kind of problems if you are using the old version. Okay. So if you're using the old version, the most of the problems will come at the Any Pointer Studio. They're the last to second file you need to modify. Okay. Right click and open in Notepad. Yeah, edit with the Notepad. Edit with the Notepad. Edit with the Notepad.
Edit with the Notepad level 2.
Right, you're right. So the problems you can fix, mostly the problems will come with Java. Okay, so if you are facing any issue with Java, you have to enable 6th and 7th line. In the 7th line, you have to replace the path of your installation, JDK Java installation folder. Okay, you have to identify the path and you have to give over here if in case if you face the problem. Okay, so in the real time, we don't know which version they are going to use, right? Come again. Go ahead, my friend. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Mostly everyone will use latest version until unless it has some compliance issues, and maybe if you're working for the banking, then maybe you may use little bit older version. Okay, apart from that, most of the people, they will use the latest version. Okay, now close this window and go to your folder. Okay, and double click on the third file. Third, last to third, last to third, last to third. Yep, perfect. Yeah, it's loading. After 4 minutes, okay, it will load. Okay, in the meantime, what we can discuss is, so yesterday we discussed about some use cases, one use case, right? So we know now we are in a stage of second day or third day from the joining, right? So now what is the case? So now in the first, okay, now in this screen, okay, you have to remember that what kind of path you're going to provide. Okay, it's very most important, all your projects or code will be stored on this folder structure, on this folder. Okay, so for the easy to remember purpose, what you can do is remove everything until C drive and create a name, place a name as a Mulesoft projects. Yeah, perfect. Can launch. Okay? Yes, now it will open your AnyPointer Studio. Now, let me come back to the old point. Okay, so we already aware what kind of softwares need to be installed in our machines based on the discussions with our colleague, right? The second point is what kind of accesses we need for this project. We need to get it from our peers or managers or colleagues or whoever is working on the same project. Click on this window. Yeah, click on allow access and close the window, the other window. Yeah, click on allow. Yeah, allow the access. Yeah, close this window, small window. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maximize the screen. Yes. Okay. Now once we got the accesses particular accounts like GitHub, Jira, please make a note. Okay, Jira, GitHub, and some other accounts, so maybe like CloudHub. Okay, so all these accounts you have to check. Once you have the accesses, then you are ready to work on the same project. The very first day, any organization, they will share the documents related to the project. Okay, so this is a very important or crucial days for you, very much important. You are not going to work for at least initial 1 week. The very first few days, what you need to do is you need to go through the code, whatever you learned. Okay, is it in the right way, or your assumptions or your learning is correct or not? Okay, for example, there is a HTTP connector or file connector, something like that. In the training, we may use for different use cases. Once you went to the real time, once you see the code, okay, it will be a different case. Everything will be different. Okay, different means the usage of the connector will be the different. So you have to go to the each and every connector. You need to try to understand what it is happening over there, what it is coming into the connector, what it is going out of the connector. Okay, you need to understand the entire project. Once you understand the project, you can complete any task with matter of minutes or hours. If you waste the initial 1 week of time, it's very difficult. Each and every time you have to connect with other people. What need to be done over here? Yeah, am I allowed to modify in this place? Okay, what it is happening in this place, entire flow, what it is happening. Okay, this is very critical. Okay, that's why I'm saying, okay, the initial 1 week is very much important. Okay, please go through the documents, whatever they are going to share. Please go through the code. The code will come from the GitHub. The GitHub, please make a note, GitHub. If you do not aware, okay, Deepti, can you go to your browser?
Yeah.
Search for the GitHub tutorial. If you are experienced person, you don't need to go through this tutorial. If you are not experienced, you are a fresher, or maybe if you are not worked on this GitHub, then please spend your time at least 3 to 4 hours on this. Okay, scroll down. GitHub tutorial from the tutorial point. You can search GitHub tutorial from the tutorial. How's this? Tutorial point. Not download.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay, click on the first link. So basically, why we are going to use this GitHub? Whatever the development, whatever the work you have done, okay, you're going to store in this location. Okay.
Okay.
For storing it all, you need to understand the basics. What is the check? We call as check-in, check-out, okay, merge, okay, and update. So these are the things. You need to spend some more time, 4 to 5 hours. If you do not know about the GitHub, everyone will think about the manager or any other person will think about you're a fake candidate. You manage somehow the interview, or they think about you don't have the real-time experience on the particular technology. Okay, so you need to understand about this GitHub. Okay, so the second one you need to learn is Jira. Okay, the Jira is the place where the task is going to assign, as we discussed on yesterday.
Yeah.
Search for the Jira tutorial point and share this link with the remaining team members.
And this one? Okay.
Yeah. Then go to the another tab, search for the Jira tutorial point.
Just one second.
Tutorial point. Yeah. Use the first link. Yeah. So you need to understand, you need to spend at least 4 to 5 hours over here. You need to by heart it. This is 70% important. Maybe or may not be all the companies will follow the Jira. Okay. So some people, mostly 70 to 80% people, they will follow the Jiras. Okay. So you need to understand what is the project, what is the issues, workflow, and what is how to assign the stories, how to modify it. Okay, these are things you need to understand. You don't need to learn it, but you need to understand. Okay, so mostly what you will do, you will write a comment. Okay, I'm completed this story. That's it. And once you're done, you're going to assign to somebody else. Maybe you need to understand only these 2 points. Okay, but why I'm asking to go through this tutorial is once you start discussing with other people, if there's something they are discussing about the related to Jira, you need to correlate it, right? The experienced person, he had experience for the past 4 to 5 years onwards. He may have seen a lot of things with related to Jira, right? So if you want to compete more than 4 years of experience candidate, yes, you have to do all these things. If you want to strict yourself, it's 1 to 2 years, and you don't need all these things. Okay. If you want to compete with the 4 years of experience candidate, yes, you have to go through all those things, whatever I mentioned. Okay. The level you want to maintain, you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Otherwise, just very high level. If you want to maintain only 1 year, just try to understand, okay, Jira, what is the purpose of Jira? How to assign, how to write the comment. That's it. If you want to go deeper and deeper, okay, how to create a Jira stories, sub stories, okay, how to assign it, how to give the rating, how to assign the, how to download the Jira stories tasks, how to upload the tasks, Excel sheet to Jira. These are things you have to understand. If you want to maintain more than 3 years of experience candidate. Okay. I hope you understand all these things, right? So for whatever we have discussed. Anyone has any questions in the meantime before we are going ahead with another concept? I will see another tutorial. Anyone? Can I assume nobody don't have any questions?
Srikant, is there something you need to integrate with integrate Mulesoft to Jira? Yeah, just for task.
No. This is for the
task to learn.
Yes, this is for the task purpose.
Okay.
This is nowhere related to the Mulesoft. This is whatever we discussed so far, nowhere related to the Mulesoft. Just if you want to work with the Mulesoft, you need to know you are going to make 4 years or 5 years experience candidate, right? You are going to place it, right?
And
so if you want to,
and what about GitHub? Is there any option that
yeah,
currently,
GitHub also,
we are downloading code from Git,
yes,
then you are opening through our TIBCO, So what is the option for Mulesoft? Means we can integrate with GitLab and directly?
No, we are not going to connect with the GitHub, but externally we will connect and we will download the code and we will work on the Mulesoft. So in the GitHub, sorry, in the Mulesoft, we will
download code from GitLab, then load that project into your Mulesoft, work everything, then commit into GitLab. That is what you are saying, right?
Absolutely right. Yes. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, team. Last and final point which you need to learn as part of your 4 years or 5 years of experience. Okay, the Maven, the build tool. Deepthi, can you search for the Maven tutorial point? Okay. So the build tool, what is the meaning of a build tool? So you are writing the code in a English format or Chinese. I'm saying the workflows. I'm saying the code you are going to write in English, right? The English the human can understand, even English or Hindi, whatever it is. If you go for a China, then they will write the code in Chinese language. Okay. In South Korea, if you go for some like that, right? Go to the first tab.
Yeah.
First tab. Yeah. So like that, it can understand, right? So in the system, if you want to use the processors or maybe some other things, the servers, if you want to understand, it doesn't understand the structure of your code, what is the main file, what is where to start, and it doesn't understand anything, right? For that reason, the Maven and some other latest tools are there. Most of the Mulesoft specific is Maven. Okay, Mulesoft very much specific is Maven. Okay, so this Maven, what it will do, it will take the files, okay, whatever you have, and it will convert into the system understandable formats, okay, and archive files, okay, and it will hand over to the server, okay. So for example, you have a structure of src main java. It's a different 4 to 5 folders, okay, within the same project. So server doesn't need all these structures. It has its own structure. So this Maven, what it will do, it will convert into the server understandable format, server executable format. Okay, that's the reason. Yes, as part of the development, you may not, for a 1 to 2 years of people, just you need to understand what is a Maven, what is a POM file. That's it. Okay, what is how to run the commands like Maven install, Maven clean install, Maven build. These things you need to understand. If you want a 4 years of experience candidate, if you're going to place, yes, you have to go deeper. Okay, so the deeper can be look like this way: how to add dependencies, how to modify the dependencies which is stored in your local repository. Okay, these are the things which you need to understand. Okay, so going forward, whatever we have discussed, GitHub, Jira, Maven, we are going to work on a project. I'm saying in simple term. Okay, so what we are going to do that is we are going to download the code from the GitHub, and sorry, first task will be assigned to the GitHub Jira, and we are going to download the code specific to the Jira task. Okay, then we will use the Maven to build the code, and we will deploy in one of our Mulesoft servers, either Mulesoft CloudHub or Mulesoft in-house or private servers that is up to us. Okay, so I will show you end of the training. Okay, last 1 to 2 sessions I'm going to spend especially on these things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so in the meantime, what you have to do is you have to understand these concepts. Okay, so that you can correlate what I'm discussing, what am I explaining. Okay, right now you don't need all those things. Okay, but before you're going to join an organization, you have to go through all these concepts. Okay, at least you need to spend 4 to 5 hours on each and every concept. Just headings, at least you need to remember. So if somebody asks a question, how will you make a build? Okay, so you have to say that, yeah, we can use a Maven. It's common nature for each and every developer will do that. Why you are asking this question? Right? So if somebody asks these kind of questions, okay, it's normal questions, right? You may think about he has some suspect on you. You may be a fake candidate. Okay, so normally you should not get these kind of questions. If you're getting these kind of questions, yes, you have to be ready. Okay, so that's all about this thing. Okay, now let's go back to your Mulesoft Studio. Let's understand how many ways we have to create a project. Studio, Mulesoft Studio. Already it is opened. You have to go to all the windows. Perfect. Right. There are 3 to 4 ways which you can start the development. Okay. The very first one is, if you join an organization and you are the very first person to the organization for the Mulesoft and nobody was there, okay, in that time, or if you want to start a new project, okay, mostly the projects will be created by the architects, okay, not you. Okay, but in case in your organization there is no architect and they hide you and they want to do some kind of POCs at the time, very first time, okay, you are going to create the project as it like this. Okay, go to the file menu, and choose new. This is the way, and choose the Mule project. Okay, this is the way you are going to create the project, and you're going to give the project name. How the project name should be look like? You need to follow the naming conventions. Okay, the naming conventions means by looking at your project name, everyone has to understand what kind of job it is going to do that. Okay, for example, you are working with the Salesforce to SAP to Salesforce POC. Okay, so what will you mention over here? SAP to Salesforce, SAP hyphen Salesforce hyphen space or underscore. Mostly you can use the underscores instead of hyphens. Okay, so you can use the underscore. No, you should not use a yeah. So this is the way you have to maintain the naming conventions. Okay, now the other point over here is runtime. In the next tab, you can see the runtimes. It is showing that saying that Mule Server 4.4.0 Enterprise Edition, right? So most of the times, don't use the latest version. All the times, latest version has some bugs. Okay, so until unless you don't have anything. Okay, so this version will be confirmed by the architects, which version you have to use in the project level. Okay, if you are a new person, just take little bit older version on this. Okay, so click on the install runtime, right? So scroll down, you can see. Okay, scroll up, select the Anypoint Studio. Scroll up. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, no, expand it. No, expand it. Expand. There is a arrow button. Click on the arrow button.
This?
No, arrow button. Yes. Before the yes. So you can see all the relevant versions for your project, right?
Yeah.
So scroll, and there is a 4.4.0. The 4.4.0 is already installed on your machine, right? Now, what you have to use 4.3.0, you can pick it up. Okay. So for the learning purpose, you can use the 4.4.0 so that you will be up to mark before you're going to join an organization. Okay, you won't face any problems. Okay, so for the job, once you join an organization, mostly you're going to work on 4.3.0 or 4.2.2, mostly 99%. Okay, so that this is the one you need to change it. Okay, so go back, cancel it, cancel this window, cancel this window at the top. Yeah, right. Now these two things we understand, right? The remaining things, import a published API, import RAML and download RAML. These things relate to the APIs, RESTful APIs. Okay, APIs. Okay, based on the API file, also you can create a project. Okay, mostly these APIs will come from the architect. Okay, or if you are building an API, okay, these APIs will come from the design center. We are going to discuss about the design center, so we are going to spend most of our time over there. Okay, I think 10 hours of our time, our classes, we are going to spend over there. RESTful services, SOAP based services, each and everything we are going to discuss over there. Once we complete it, and we will come back over here and we will load those files over here. Either you can use like this or some other way also you have. Okay, we will discuss at the time. Okay, click on finish. So just 1 minute. Okay, the default location you need to understand. Okay, the default location, the project where it is going to store. At the time of loading your studio, you choose a folder, right? See Mulesoft project, right? See Mulesoft projects. There, in that place, your project is going to store. Okay, just remember that point. That's it. Let it complete. This is the one way to create your project. Okay, now the second thing is, second way of creating your project is, now in your colleagues or somebody, he's leaving the organization. Before he's leaving the organization, a task is assigned to him. Okay, he created a project. Maybe he is working on a POC. Okay, so your manager is told that please pick up the project from him and continue where he stopped. Okay, in that case, what will you do? Either you will ask the guy, push your code into the GitHub. Okay, or you will ask again, if it is not possible, because if you upload the code into the GitHub, maybe it will if it fails, maybe it may cause some problems, right? If we say in that case, so you can ask him to share the code via shared drive like FTP or SFTP or shared folder structure, shared folder level. Okay, if that is the case, if somebody had shared the project as it like that, okay, so what will you do? Click on the file, import the project. You can see, right? This is the way you will import. Click on the import. So click on the general or any pointer studio, whatever it is. Okay, so both will be almost all similar. Okay, if it is an archive file, okay, click on the first one. Okay, any pointer studio from the project. Yeah, click on that one. Yeah. Okay, now over here in the browse button, you have to mention where the project is located. Okay, so click on the browse, go to the C drive and back project. Yeah, you have already project is there, right? If you select the project, then the project will be get loaded into your system. Okay, so in this case already you have the project. Okay, in some situations you may face some problems. Okay, it won't load properly. You need to modify the, okay, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, and go to your C drive. C drive, go to C drive, projects, yeah, right, go ahead. Yeah, Mulesoft projects, yes. So SAP to Salesforce, yes. So over here, under the class path, right click the class path and open into a Notepad++. Okay. So this structure maybe differs. Okay. So you need to modify this file. If you load the project, if it is causing some issues, you need to remember, you need to check this structure and this structure is both are same or not. If it is not same, the whatever the project which you are going to copy, right? Just copy this code, entire this lines of code into that place. Okay, then it will work as usual. Just remember the class path. Okay, the class path file is important while you are loading from your local system. That is the one. That is the second way of importing the projects, working with the projects. The third way is GitHub. Okay, the third and final way is GitHub. By using the GitHub, okay, you are going to import the projects. Go to your studio.
I'll just exit this, right?
Yeah, that's up to you. You can exit or just you can go with the studio, also fine. Go to the Mulesoft studio, which you already opened. No, it's already opened the window. Yep, right. The other way of doing importing the project is GitHub. The GitHub is first you need to add the plugin to your project. Okay, there are multiple ways you can do that. Once if you go through the tutorial from the GitHub, you can understand somewhat. The other way is, okay, go to the help button or window, go to the window button. Okay, choose the show view, click on others, okay, there you can say Git, right, expand it. So click on the Git repositories. Right, now you can see below of your screen it is saying that add a existing local GitHub repository or a clone Git repository or create a new repository. Okay, so for example, if you're using some tools to import the project from the external and say GitHub to your local machine, then you will choose the first one. Okay, if you want to directly import the project from the GitHub, then you can use the second one. Okay. The third one is if you are a new candidate for the organization, then you will use the third one to create the project and you will push the code into GitHub. These are the ways. Okay. So these things we will come back again. Okay. And we will work on, at least we are going to spend 2 to 3 hours on entire process, like downloading the code, building the code, and deploying the project. Entire process we will come back to the stage. I think at the end of the sessions. Okay, maybe before the sessions, maybe whenever we have a free time. Okay, so that's all about this concepts team. So for what we have learned so far is, okay, how many ways to create the project, right? And what else we have discussed team today? And learning tutorials, right? Maven, GitHub, and these things we learned it. And what else? Anyone able to remember?
Yeah, I think
hope.
we installed the rest of the softwares where we left yesterday.
Right. So anyone has any other questions today? I'm very much happy to spend for him. Yeah, Kiran, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, this is my first demo I came to here. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Is it happy?
Yeah, it's audible.
Yeah. Okay. And how Java, how much Java is required to this Mulesoft?
That is the basics. Not only the Java. If you learn, if you have any knowledge on Python or .NET or any other programming language, is more than enough to continue on the Mulesoft.
Okay.
So we are not going to use the Java. Okay.
Yeah.
The programming language we are going to use. The programming language is similar to the Java, .NET or anything. So we call it as data view. Okay, data view we are going to discuss in detail. But if you want to understand the data language, at least you should come from some background, so that if I'm explaining, then you can easily catch it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For example, what is the for loop, what is the if else conditions, what is the string, what is the integer? Those things, if you do not know, it will be very difficult for you to explain at the time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else? Any other questions?
So Srikant, once you create a project, those are the default folder structure will create automatically.
Absolutely right.
Correct?
Yeah. This is called Mavenized structure. The structure itself you can understand if somebody shares the code with you, if it contains src main Java, src main resources, src main mule, which is called as Mavenized structure.
Okay, so yeah, means there is a lot of thing inside Maven, right? What you are saying. No doubt for you are creating image or anything, it should be, you should create a form, you should add the plugin, right? Then you create a form.
No, we are not going to create the forms. No, I will tell you. So you can use the drag and drop options. Okay. So automatically form file will be modified. You don't need to do anything over here. Just you as an experienced person, you should understand what is the form file, what it contains in the dependency, okay, how to modify that is, okay. But most of the time you are not going to touch it. But as an experienced person, you have to know if some cases you need to modify in your server, okay. In the server, if you want to modify, if you want to change the version of the dependency, that time you will modify the form.xml file. In the development mode, just you will drag and drop, and the connector, if you drag and drop, it will add the dependencies automatically to your form file.
Okay, means I just want to know more about Maven, means why you use, what is the benefits of Maven.
Yeah.
You'll get to know in the next class. Yep.
Yeah, just spend some time on the tutorial so that if you have any questions, I can easily answer it, right? So this is not related to this is not the Maven training or Jira training, right? So that's why I'm not spending much time over there. This is purely
It's
on the
fine.
Mulesoft.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Means just yeah. I would agree with you. Just need to know about what is the use of that. Might be interviewer going to ask this question. Why you will
For
going to use Maven? What is the benefits of Maven? That
right,
might
that is the main
you just
goal.
we need to elaborate it.
Right. So that's what I told you beginning of the session in the while I'm explaining the Maven. So Maven will give you archive file. That archive file is can be understood by the server. So whatever the code which you are going to share, that blindly it won't understand. This SRC main Java, this structure doesn't know, the server doesn't know at all, right? So you need to convert into server understandable format. Okay. For that reason, you are going to use the Maven. Okay. I hope is that clear? It's a very high level point. If you say this point to the interviewer, he may assume that okay, this guy knows very well about the Maven. If you want to elaborate, then you can say, okay, you can add the dependencies so that it won't be downloaded again from the internet. And if you want to modify the dependency and just you will change the pondered XML file in the older versions in the end and all, you need to download the archive dependencies and you will keep it library folder, and from there you need to point out there are a lot of headache over there in the older older build tools, and Maven it is about all these things. Just you need to modify one of the dependencies. That's advantage which we have, and that also you can just you're going to share the format XML file with your client, so the client can download all the dependencies from the internet, and so you can go testability is there. So you're like you are not going to modify, you are not going to have your customized libraries in your machine. That way you can also make a note, right? This way you can explain to him, then he may so much impressed on this concept. Okay, is it fine?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Nobody don't have any questions? Okay, tomorrow what we can discuss is, tomorrow we will create a small project. Okay, if anyone interested to work on your machine, please share your screen tomorrow. Okay, just prepare all of the softwares, install all of the softwares what we required, and make it ready on your machine. If you want me to work on your machine, then I will work on your machine. Yeah, I will create the projects. Okay, so normally I will follow the same structure. I'm to say each and every machine, I'm saying whoever interested to work on or create the projects on their machines, I will do that. Okay, so that everyone they have a flavor, or everyone will be on the same line, so that I may ask somebody else, okay, I want to work on your machine, so that you will be ready. If you want to be ready, you will follow the course every day. Otherwise, it will be difficult, right? That's the reason. So only the reason I'm going to work on your machines. Okay.
Hi, second. I have two more doubts. I'm
Yeah,
Kiran.
please go ahead. Yeah, Kiran,
Yeah,
go ahead.
actually, it is completely into drag and drop, or we have to develop something.
It's 80% is drag and drop, 20% is development.
Sorry, how much percent?
Come again, sorry.
I mean, drag and drop is how much percent it is, and
80% of your time, 80% of your 80% of your entire task level is a 80% is drag and drop. The remaining 20%, you need to think about the logic. 10% think about the logic. Remaining 10%, you are going to modify the existing drag and drop. For example, there is a data view mapping. Yeah, there is a mapping data view language I told you, right? In the data view language, by drag and drop, code will generate. Okay.
Okay.
So blindly system doesn't understand. Is it a drag and drop or how? For example, let me give you an example. For example, you want to convert dollars into rupees. System doesn't know, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yes,
need to modify the code. Okay, how much per dollar? Okay, you need to take the value from the database. Okay, this is the value for the dollar to rupees conversion. Okay, just add it. You need to multiply it, right? The
Okay.
multiplication and addition doesn't know. It will try to add all the times addition connector. I'm saying not connector. It's a you can symbol. Okay, but
So,
you need to convert into, you need to change to into, right? Multiplier, right? And
sure.
you need to change to the you need to split the entire name into two parts, first name and last name. System doesn't know,
Okay.
right? So you need to modify that.
Yeah.
But it will generate the code, but you need to split it. If you want to split it, you should understand what is it, what is a split, right? So those things we are going to explain over there. Okay.
And yes, yes. And what about database? How much is it need to learn everything, or just we are using that? Just we are connecting database for extracting data.
For extracting data, the queries will be some organizations, they have some database administrator. Okay.
Okay.
Some organizations, they don't have the administrator. So in that case, I will show you how to create the queries. They're very simple, straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
So they have some tools over the internet. Just pick up the column names and it will generate the query. So you need to understand in the database side, what is the insert, what is the database, what is the update, what is the query, what is the select. These are the basic things you have to understand.
Okay.
The complex things you don't need. The procedures and functions, each and everything will be done by database architects or database administrator, somebody else. Okay.
Yeah. It's Mulesoft is middleware only.
Yeah, it's a middleware tool. Yes. So you are going to work with SAP. So you should not require the SAP concepts. Right? You're going to work with Salesforce. You don't need. So, but you need to understand what is the basics. What the Salesforce will do. What is the functions? What is the services which is available? What it is going to do that. For example, in the database side, you have multiple options: select, insert, update. So, what is the meaning of select? What is the meaning of update? What is the meaning of stored procedure? What it will do? What it is going to give the result to me? If I use this one, what is the output I'm going to get? These things you should understand.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Was this meeting? Can you share the recordings, please?
Yeah, absolutely. It is going to share with you maybe after within 1 to 2 hours, I think.
Thank you.
Shrikant, so can I continue this course in MacBook? I mean, you have access to all the software?
Yeah, absolutely. You have in the MacBook also, you can install the softwares.
Okay, okay.
Anyone else? Or can I wind up the session? Motam, Alex, do you have any questions? Yeah, am I spelled correctly? Do you have any questions? I think you are on mute, or you're not on mute, but I'm not able to hear you. Any suggestions, team, from anyone? Am I going fast?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's wind up the session for today. And tomorrow we will work on the sample project. We will invoke the database and we will collect the data and we will present to the UI, or maybe we will write it to some Excel sheets or something like that. We will work on. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, team. Have a great day and good night and good morning. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.